So guys, Thursday the 19th of May, we have TJ in the hot seat. So as you know, we like to get on clients who are usually A-grade clients who are doing obviously really, really well in the program, who have made lots of progress and are continuing to progress, and they always have some valuable insights to share. And it's very important that you kind of listen to these insights, because you'll always pick up something along the way that will obviously help someone else out. So really, these are like for a source of inspiration to the other people who may be struggling with something and can always learn from someone else. Because look, let's be honest, everyone can learn from everyone, you know, so we're all going through different things and different experiences. So look, without further ado, we'll hand it over to TJ. So first, TJ, I just want you to give a little intro yourself, who you are, what you do, and your hobbies.
Yeah, my name is TJ. I'm from Cork. I'm living in Clare, unfortunately. But hobbies and interesting things. I like going to the gym, doing Muay Thai, hanging out with lads, going away for weekends away and stuff, spending time with the missus. Love walking the dog, who's currently staring at me here now at the moment when I'm doing it. But yeah, man, that's my hobbies and interesting things.
Cool, good stuff, good stuff. Beautiful dog, man. Canelo.
Canelo, yeah, is the king.
Cool name. So, right, we'll dig into the problems a little bit now, TJ. Okay, so firstly, could you tell everyone what you've tried before coming to work with me to get into shape?
Yeah, I suppose I started training properly in about 2018. I was always very, very like tall, and I would have always been lean and like skinny. And I suppose my goal was just like pack on size, whether it be fat, anything, just get on some size, like, do you know what I mean? And I moved up to Limerick in 2018, and I started going to the gym and stuff. No idea what I was doing. Like, you hear stuff inside there like, oh, eat a kilo of rice a week and you'll be fine. And just tried like lifting weights for as much as I could. Did that for a few months, got very bored of it. Switched to boxing for a while, thought that'd get me in good shape. All cardio, just kind of started getting leaner, to be honest about it. And then switched doing like Muay Thai. I'd go on for a while, I'd go off for a while. I got mad into spinning classes, and like I was just always kind of like staying lean, and I couldn't really build any muscle tissue on my own. And then me and one of the boys said, look, fuck it, we're sick of this now. We got stuck into it for 6 months. We had everything around us and trained all different muscle groups. It was just a bit messy. And I put on a lot of size. A lot of it was fat, I'd say, as well. And just training wrong, overtraining, and I pulled my back, man. Pulled my back and had to go and get physio, put me out for 6 months, had to pull out of work. Ended up working in a coffee shop for a while. I couldn't go out and go plastering or anything like that with a bad back, so put me out for a while. And yeah, I didn't really train too much then. Then I just kind of went back tipping away, doing a bit of Muay Thai again, and always kind of quite lean, you know. And then I got onto yourself then.
Cool. And like, what were you struggling with most when it came to kind of achieving your goals, would you say?
I always struggled with on size. Always.
Was it more so around the nutrition, or was it more around the training, or was it both?
It was definitely both, yeah. Like, I didn't really understand like what a body split was at all. So like I would have done like one muscle group at a time. So like going in and just doing like chest, and next day do back and biceps, shoulders and triceps. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
When I went home, I wouldn't have understood like why I needed to eat 3,000 calories a day, or why I would have needed to eat 2,500 a day. And I didn't like, you'd always hear, oh, drink 3 liters of water. Like that's okay. But I didn't understand like, you need to drink water first thing in the morning. You know, like don't drink a can of Monster while you're doing a workout, like this kind of stuff, you know. And then going home and having a panic attack on the couch. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't really understand nutrition at all. Like there was a good time there where we were getting a pizza at least 4 nights a week, and I was like, sure, I'm bulking, but you know, and like I was bulking alright, but in the wrong fucking areas, like, you know what I mean? But I just didn't understand really any of that, man. And like I was doing it all wrong, you know what I mean? I really was, but I was really trying. That's the saddest part, like, you know what I mean? I was really, really trying, and it wasn't
Yeah.
really getting anywhere.
Yeah, like as you know now, without the correct processes in place, it can feel like you're just spinning your wheels, and a lot of people get fed up and frustrated and end up packing it all in because they don't see the results they're after, because they're just playing a guessing game. They're going in there, you know, literally doing guesswork with regards to their training, with regards to their nutrition. There's no tracking being done with regards to any of that. And if you do, I suppose, try and approach it that way, you're going to get random results, you know.
Random
So
results, yeah.
random eating, random training equals random results. So you get,
Yeah.
as you said, you could end up just getting fatter, you could end up getting skinnier, you could end up fucking putting your back out, you know what I mean? So anything can happen without a correct process in place. So tell me, what kind of impact was it having on you, the fact you were kind of going around in circles, you know, not really getting to where you wanted to be?
Yeah. It was very frustrating, but like, I remember there before I joined up with you and stuff, and just saying, I was like, I just don't feel comfortable with myself, like, you know what I mean? And like, I was really, really starting to get frustrated, because like a lot of my friends would always be training and things, and like I was getting to the stage where I was just like not even wanting to go, you know what I mean, at all, like, or even like, I was like, what's the point, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just felt like I was getting nowhere, and I was kind of nearly getting to the point. I was like, oh sure, look, I'll always be tall and lean, like, you know what I mean, or tall and skinny, and that's just the way it is, like, and it's not the way it is, like, but that's the mindset I was getting into, like, you know what I mean? I was really, really close to just kind of like giving up, but like as I said to you before I started, like, the impact, man, I wasn't comfortable with myself. Like, I'd go to a social event, I'd go out like to the pub there, or I'd go to a birthday party with someone, man, and all the time I'm just thinking like, Jesus, this top doesn't fit me at all now, like, you know what I mean? And someone's talking to me, and I'm just standing there thinking, they're definitely thinking, like, yeah, they're definitely thinking like I look like shit, like, you know what I mean? And like, it wasn't the case at all, do you know what I mean? Like, but well, maybe it was, but fucking yeah, man, it was having an impact on my life, like, you know what I mean? Definitely, like, and like if I went with, like, there was one day there in particular, I think it was just before Christmas, we went up to Galway for the day, and I couldn't relax up there. Like, I was just like, the Christmas market was on, and I was just like, oh, I don't look great, I don't look great, I don't look great, and I was like, I'm not being sexist, but I was like an old fucking woman going around, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I
Anxiety levels.
I couldn't relax my own skin, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, man. Yeah, and it's something I see time and time again. You know, people get caught up in their own head, and they often think that people are thinking this and that and the other thing. In actual fact, they're not, but we're creating that ourselves because that's how we feel internally, and we feel that everyone else is feeling like the way we're feeling. When in actual fact, everyone else is worried about themselves as well. You know, so
Yeah.
it is hard to get out of that hole, but like once you kind of figure that out, and once you start to actually make those changes and start to see changes in yourself, you start to figure out that everyone is just trying to look after their own, you know, and like
definitely.
It can be
But
tricky
at
to
the
get
time,
that.
I couldn't see any of that before I started with you. Do you know what I mean? It was always like, I was just so uncomfortable with myself, like, and especially there with like, like, I'm in recovery, yeah. So, so look, I'm in recovery, and like in 2020, I went down to like 69 kilo, which is obviously extremely unhealthy for someone my height, 6'5" or 6'6", and like trying to come back from that myself, it was torture. Like, I couldn't seem to get any bit of weight on me and stuff. And like, I got a bit of my natural weight back that I should have been at. You know what I mean? And it was just a dark time. You know what I mean? It was just a dark time, and I think like this, when I came to you, it was a turning point. You know what I mean? It was either give up or go or give this one last shot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. And look, we're on the right path now. You know, you're making incredible progress. You know, I know you want everything really fast, like everyone does too. We all want results, but you know, it's all about being patient, being consistent, and you can see yourself, man. Or each month, if you look back, it's always good to look back and see how far you've come. You're progressing nicely, a good steady rate. You know, like if you got to where you wanted in the quickest way possible, you'd actually get fed up then, you know what I mean? It's just about enjoying the process and enjoying the journey. And if you can do that, then it just makes life so much better, you know? So tell me.
What comes easy isn't appreciated, like, yeah.
Exactly, man. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, but it's not.
Yeah.
So, so tell me, what's life like now, where you're at, the results that you've got so far? Tell me a little bit about that.
Life is good, but like, life is very, very good, actually. So like, organization's unbelievable. And like, I'd have never really been organized. But like, little things we say, like through open offices, I heard like Keen and stuff, pushing for more, little bits like this. And like, it actually isn't just about like the gym, man. It like, so many different areas of my life has changed since starting with you, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten much better at like organizing my days, organizing my weeks, like things in work, man. My work life is much better. I've tried to like push myself more. I got a pay rise. I'm now going to college in the evening times, like trying to get a higher qualification. Like, I didn't think I never thought I'd be capable of this kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? And like, just from like to taking part in this program like over the past few months, man, I didn't think by at the end of it I'd be here, do you know what I mean? And I would just want more and more and more, like, and yeah, man, I just got on the road. I just got insured while in the 12 weeks, you know what I mean? And I'm going over to Turkey for a holiday in July. Like, life is very good. Like, even I'm not in the shape I want to be, but I'm now comfortable where I am, like, you know what I mean? Like, able to go out there and not feel like everyone's staring at me. Like, I actually feel comfortable, and I can say to myself, yeah, look, you look all right, you know what I mean? I don't be telling myself I look good. Like, you don't look like a crackhead anyway, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm able to have a laugh at myself. And look, I never really take myself too seriously anyway. But when I go outside, man, like every time I leave the house, but like, do you know what I mean? If I'm going somewhere, like, I get anxious, like, and like, stop, you know, and I get anxious, like, and look, that's all right too. But nowadays, like, it actually helps with that as well, man. My anxiety, like, I don't feel as anxious like throughout my days. I feel more organized. I don't feel like everything is kind of like overwhelming me and stuff. Because like, before I started, which I was saying, like, oh, when you go into the gym, man, I just kind of feel like overwhelmed. I don't know fucking where to go, what to do. Like, I just kind of feel like everything's a bit cluttered in my head. But like, now it's just plain sailing. Not much stress. Like, everything's done out for me. I know what I'm working out on what day. I know what I need to be eating. I know how much sleep I need to be getting, and like, your quality of life, like, improves so much more. Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing, man. Unreal. I'm glad you shared all that with us. That's phenomenal. Like, how far you've come in that short space of time. Like, you came to work with me in, what was it, end of December, start of January there, and look how much you've achieved so far, you know, and look, we're only getting started really when you think of it, you know. You're achieving that much in that short space of time, you know, doing things that you never thought you'll be doing, getting on the road, getting more qualified, getting that pay rise, you know, being happier and yourself, more confident, you know. So whenever you're feeling a little bit like, I'm not where I want to be yet, just have a look back at how far you've come, you know. So it is phenomenal. So tell me, what kind of impact has this had on your life overall, with every other aspect, with your relationships, with your overall mental health, everything else?
My relationships, like, herself is starting to go to the gym now because she sees me doing it.
Good stuff.
She's loving it as well, actually, and like, she's not on the diet. She's not on the 100% on the diet yet. Loves it out Chinese, but she's starting to go, man. And she's like, she's loving it as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's good for the two of us. Do you know what I mean? It's good for the two of us. And other impact on my mental health, as I said, look, man, I'm not as anxious. You know what I mean? And even if I am some days, but like, I heard Connor Sloan saying it as well, and it's just, he's dead right. Into the gym, slap on the headphones, and it's just your hour and a half for yourself. You know what I mean? And feel fucking great after it, man. You know, and just that de-stressor, it's very good for that. You know what I mean? But even there, like, after COVID, man, it's just getting out as well, out of the house, socializing with people and stuff. And like, I'm busy enough, man, throughout the week. Like, my job is fairly demanding. I'm getting home, I have to walk fucking Lancelot over and fly down to the gym, and it's just nice to see a few of the lads and stuff because I'm home again. Look, I'm in recovery, do you know what I mean? And that takes a lot of care and attention as well. I have to go to a certain amount of meetings every week. There's an hour, like I'm doing like nearly an hour's writing 4 nights a week, you know, like doing these 12-step things, you know what I mean? And it can be very demanding, like, you know what I mean? Especially like constantly talking about stuff that's going on for you and like how things you did, or do you know what I mean? All this kind of like cleansing stuff. So going to the gym, man, is fucking fantastic for me. Like, and just having that bit of like stress taken out of it, like, because like you've done most of it for me. Like well, I've done all of it. My meals are there. Like, I don't really need to worry. Like, I don't have to put too much thought into it. Just right, look on the app. The app is the best thing ever. Look on the app. Right, this is what I'm doing today. Down, whack it out, eat my food, and away I go. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Unreal, man. I love to hear that. That's fantastic. Really great to hear how much it's actually helped you in all the other areas as well, you know, and not just regards getting a better shape, but like all the external factors. That's amazing to hear. So tell me, was it worth the time and effort invested into this so far, I would just say?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Look, but there was weeks there when I was really questioning it, like, you know what I mean? And like, especially like, I think it was February there, like in work, there was 1 week there, I did 5 12-hour shifts, and I tried to go to the gym every night and my heart was broke, like, and I think I was only on like 140 grams of carbs there at one stage, and I was as weak as water. I was like, fuck me, does this fella know what he's at here or what? Like, I'm in a bad way. And yeah, look, seeing the progress photo then maybe the next week, I was like, fuck me, this is really, really working, like, you know. So yeah, definitely worth the time.
Unreal. And like, what would you say to anyone that's kind of, I know you touched on this there a while ago, how it's your kind of thing to go to deal with stress and stuff like that. Like, what would you say to anyone that's stressed out at the minute that, like, you feel might need to use something to de-stress? What would you recommend doing for them?
It's different strokes for different folks, lad. I fucking for a while there, it was like, for me, it was like going to the gym. Other times it can be going up, hitting a few pads with the lads, bit of boxing. I like meditation and mindfulness and stuff. Some people don't, and look, it's just one of them things you have to kind of practice, I think. But I'm a big advocate for it, and 10 minutes in the evening there, just sitting down, like, it helps me detach from the day, like, you know what I mean? Just that bit of quiet time for myself. Like, I really find it good, and like, there's guided ones you can do, or you can just focus on your breath, man, a bit of breath work. I'm reading a book there at the moment by Pat DeVilly, man. He's from Galway. It's very, very good. It's Fit Mind. Check it out. Anyone that's looking for a good read as well. Like, and look, I know you can all come too, but I go to meetings and stuff. You know what I mean? And they help a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I also, like, I have a sponsor and stuff, so I can just ring him if I'm feeling a certain way. But even just ringing a mate there saying, oh, I'm after burning the sausages in the pan, I'm going to go nuts. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a problem shared really is a problem half. Like, do you know what I mean? And
Exactly,
them kind of
man.
little tools like help de-stress us and things, like, because we can kind of take on a lot of stuff ourselves. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, just them few things, I'd say anyway.
For sure. And for me personally, exercise has always been the best way of de-stressing. For me, whenever I'm bothered by something or something is on my mind and I go and work out, it always alleviates it like tenfold. You know, it's like a weight lifted off my chest. Like, I can deal with it better. I've probably that time to think about it as well. And you know, when you come out there, you always feel better after a workout, as everyone knows. But
it's hard to be stressed with the things burnt off here, yeah.
Exactly. So look, we're going to get into some key principles now, okay, to share with everyone else that have worked for you and really have kind of made the big difference you feel. So you can think of these as hacks or what actually worked well for you. So firstly, we'll go into nutrition, okay? So if you could list out for me your key principle number 1 for that.
Cook the food. If you cook it, you're going to eat it. So like prep, I don't do it as much as I should. And Chelsea loves cooking, so it's handy enough for me, you know what I mean? But if you cook it, you're going to eat it. Like I can go down to the shop there, buy whatever amount of chicken, rice and stuff, but if it's sitting in the cupboard, man, I mightn't eat it, like, you know what I mean? I'll open the fridge and go, today I don't feel like this, like, instead, the discipline is just like, look, it's cooked, you need to eat that good, you know what I mean? So cook the food, definitely. It's just, if you cook it, you're going to eat it, like.
Cool. All right, on to the next key principle number 2 for nutrition.
Fakeaways, man. Fakeaways to the bee's knees. There's been nights there where she's over there on the couch eating a pizza, and I'm there with my fakeaway pizza, and I actually feel way better after that.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it because sometimes, like, you get a Domino's there, and I don't know what the rest of you lads, but I'd be in bits after sometimes, like, you know what I mean? And it's so nice that I'm definitely eating way much than I'm supposed to. Like, I don't think we're supposed to sit down and eat 16-inch pizzas. You know what I mean? So,
definitely not.
Fakeaways, lad. Fakeaways are the job.
Cool.
What was it you had the last day there? Taco fry, man. I made that there about a month ago. It was unreal.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well. Literally a go-to of mine. I'll usually have it once a week, if not every 2 weeks, you know. So,
Yeah.
and it's so easy, so simple, so quick to make. And like I always batch cook it as well, so it lasts a couple of days, you know. So, it's definitely the way to go. And there's tons of recipes there, as you know. We do the Foodie Fridays, you know. There's endless amounts of things to choose from, and you're always good to share a few of my stories as well. We see them going up, and they always look great.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't show you the frying pan though. The frying pan's like the inside of a crematorium.
What is it?
The frying pan's burnt to a crisp.
From using it. Right, next key principle, the last one for nutrition.
Key principle, little hack. Frozen veg, lads. Frozen veg, what a fucking time saver. And like, just whack it out, cook it, and you're away in a hack. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was doing a prep, it's different. Do you know what I mean? You have that time there of a Sunday to do it, but just on the go, in the door, a few peppers, a few mushrooms, and you can get frozen like onions and all out diced. Just whack them in and get them in the pan, like, you know what I mean? And I think there's one in my shop in Dunn's there, which is ridiculous, as I paid €235 last week for my shopping, and a heart attack at the counter.
High-end shopper, lad. Fucking hell.
But then I move over to Dubai for my shopping at this stage. But we get this stuff as like a medley mix. It's just frozen vegetables. It's just so much easier than like chopping up the fresh ones all the time. You know what I mean? Like frozen peppers, like.
Yeah, for sure. It is a good hack. I use frozen veg a lot of the time myself. You know, especially if you're doing stir fries, throw them into the pan. You know, add your meat, then add a bit of seasoning. You know, add the rice. You know, a bit of soy sauce, whatever you're cooking. You know, and it can be an unbelievable tasty dish. Better than you get out of
frozen fruit too.
You know, frozen fruit as well for your blenders, for your oats, for you know, all those things. So that's cool, man. We're through the nutrition part of it. On to the mindset now. So could you give me 3 key principles for that, starting with the first one?
It's a journey. I think that was a big turning point for me when I realized it was a journey. It is a journey. Like, there's no set date that I need to be in shape at. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's going to make sense to anyone. Like, but I remember like saying to like for someone like, oh, but you know, fucking 12 weeks is approaching now, and like, it was really starting to like frustrate me, like, and I was starting to get like stressed out and overwhelmed, and you just kept saying to me, Jesus, man, enjoy the process. Like, you're going to be there then. You're going to be like, right, what's next? Like, you know what I mean? And I couldn't see it at the time, like, and I don't remember any specific day when it just happened, like, but just over time, I was like, yeah, fuck, it's a journey. Like, I was enjoying the workouts. I hate doing legs, and I'm really after, like, I'm getting into it, man. I really am, and like, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, like, you know, and I'm liking to see like look back my progress photos and stuff. Like, it's nice to watch it along the way, like, you know what I mean. And for the people like that are around me and stuff, it has a massive ripple effect. You know what I mean? And like they're watching the journey as well. Like, you know, like my mates there and like herself, like they've seen me go from like 69 kg and fairly sick, both physically and mentally, and in a pretty bad way. You know what I mean? I'll save you the details, like, but yeah, like it's a journey, like, and they've all been along with me on that journey now over the past X amount of months, we'll say, and it's really nice, man, and I'm really starting to like get grateful for it and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's my key principle number one is we enjoy the journey and enjoy each day as it goes on. Like you could get injured there and you're out, you know what I mean? And the journey's over then for a little while, like, you know what I mean? So like enjoying doing it, like, you know, like we're blessed, we're all fit, we're strong, we're healthy, we don't really have too many health conditions, thank God, like most of us, you know. So we're very, very lucky, like, so I'm just trying to enjoy it at the moment.
Unreal, man. I love that. Really good share there. So on to the next key principle for mindset.
Discipline. The discipline is the big thing. So there's so many days there, but like close to the end of that cut where I didn't want to do nothing. I wanted to quit. I was thinking about taking steroids. I was thinking of anything to get me out of the way I was feeling. And like, I'll be honest with you, there was 1 or 2 days I wouldn't go. I was like, I'm not going to the gym. And she was like, I'm driving there. So like, yeah, the discipline, man, is a big thing. Like, you know, like if I just fucking did it on the days I felt good, I'd never be in there. Do you know what I mean? There's days I just have to go. I have to get it done. Like, sometimes I don't want to eat chicken rice and broccoli. Do you know what I mean? I'm bored of it. I'm sick of it. It's bland. It's plain. I don't want to eat fucking skinny sauce. I want some barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? And the discipline helps me just get that into me, man. Just say, look, I'm doing this for a reason, like, and remembering why I'm doing it, like, you know what I mean? And remembering, like, that after this, like, it's just a meal, like, what am I complaining about, like, you know what I mean? And get it into me or get a session in, and I always feel better after each one of them, like, you know? Like, my head will tell me, oh, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, like, because it's that fear of being uncomfortable, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to put myself in anything uncomfortable, or I don't want to eat bland food. I want the easier way, like, you know. But yeah, man, the discipline to do it, like, you know, helps an awful lot. Like, even my morning routine, I've never had a morning routine. My ankles, man, have marks on them from my father grabbing me by the 2 ankles and pulling me out of bed all my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was useless, and now, like, I get up every morning religiously, like 7:05. You know what I mean? Up, out the bed, write down a piece of paper every morning. This is what I have to do today. This is where I need to be. Sit down, drink my protein shake, my morning thing I have there, oats and all in it. Get ready, throw my stuff out the door, like, you know what I mean? And every morning, like, up at 7:05. Like, I've never done that. I'm 26, man. I've never done that in my life. You know what I mean?
Unreal, man, unreal. And look, the thing about discipline, that's a huge share as well. And discipline is often doing the things you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. That's an old Mike Tyson quote, and it's a fact. It is so true. You know, there is times there where motivation isn't high. You feel like shit. You're like, fuck this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to train today. But discipline is the thing that drags you there, gets you through the session. And as you say, that you always feel better after it, and you'll always feel better for it. And you'll actually end up beating yourself up more if you don't go, because you'll get that guilt trip, and then you'll be like, fuck it, why didn't I go training? And you keep putting it off, and it gets harder and harder to come back. So the longer you keep putting it off, the harder it gets. So the importance of getting back is the key principle there, and discipline is the key. So moving on, the third one, TJ, for mindset.
Third one for mindset. What do you think? You know what, man? Flexible approach. That, once you can kind of understand that a bit, what a change you can make to your program.
Yeah.
For me, huge. Like, automatic nutrition there. we had that open office, like it just made me feel that little bit better about getting a cheeseburger. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's not the end of the world. Like if I'm to look, like we say the dial we have, right? It's hard to be running at 100% all the time. And like, look, some of us have jobs that are in different countries all the time. They're traveling or in between meetings or trying to get a quick snack. Like, I don't think like we're going to nail it 100% all the time. And if you do, fair play to you. I can't. No way. But I get it 90% most of the time. And there's days and weeks then where I'm now able to dial it back and not feel bad. Now at the start I did. I was so, but like now, man, I'm just able to like say, look, fucking, like I'm not doing it on the day, because then that's just me quitting, you know what I mean? But I would say, right, this week now on Thursday or Friday, I have this thing coming up. I maybe I could squeeze in a session, but like just to take the stress off me, I can just say, look, I'm going to leave it off. And like I was inside in town there in Limerick, man, sitting down with a fucking box of rice and chicken for a while, like, and the boys are sitting around me eating donuts, like, and my head was wrecked. I was starting to hate them, like, you know what I mean? And now I'm just able to have a donut, like, so yeah, it's the flexible approach, man, helped an awful lot for the mindset, man. You don't feel as guilty. It's okay. Like, you know, like we're average people, like we're not athletes, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that being so obsessive and so zoned in on it is very healthy. Like it's we need a fucking balance, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't go out on the weekends, obviously. If I went out this weekend, I wouldn't be able to come home for fucking 12 weekends. But like, for people who do go out for weekends, like, you know what I mean? Fair play to you. Out for a weekend there, enjoy yourself. And like, when the week comes, you know what you need to do. And like, you've given people like trainers and stuff on like what to do on a night out. Do you know what I mean? Or how to go and have a night out and not feel bad about it. Like, you know, whereas other PTs are just like fucking asparagus and salmon bud, and that's all you're having. You know what I mean? So the flexible approach works. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure, man. And like, if you're on track 80% or 90% of the time, and the other 10 or 20% you go off track, it's not going to make a big difference in the grand scheme of things, as you know yourself, you know. So no, that's great, man. I'm really glad you shared that one. And moving on to the lifestyle, I know the last one might have tied into that a little bit, so if you only want to give 2 for the lifestyle, that's cool. But if you have 3, work away, and give us your first one there.
Get out in nature. What a difference that makes. Every day try and get out in nature if you can. 20 minutes, half an hour, just to clear the head. Helps with the mindset, helps with everything, I think. Just that little bit of quiet time as well. It's nearly like a meditation or a bit of mindfulness in itself. And just having that little bit of quiet time out in nature, doing whatever it is, by the beach, by the sea, woods, anywhere, just kind of helps you gather your thoughts. It actually helps your lifestyle, like, you know what I mean?
For sure, man. Yeah, that's a solid share. And on to the next there with regards to lifestyle.
Organization, but for me that's been huge. Like, it's been absolutely massive. Like, you know what I mean? I've never been organized. Like, I can tell you what I'm doing next Sunday now. Like, I can tell you where I need to be at what times. Like, and what a release. Like, what's, you know, it takes so much pressure off me. And like, look, if something pops up. Like, but at least I know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was never like that. You know, so it helps with my punctuality. Like, if I'm telling someone now I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock, I'm there at 2 o'clock, not strolling up the road with a bottle of Fanta at 1:30. You know what I mean? It's I'm there, like, you know, and it feels good, but because it actually helps my relationships with other people, they feel like I'm respecting them and their time and stuff like that, you know. Like, even my sponsor there and things, like, if he says, usually be like, I'll ring you Thursday at 4 o'clock, I'll be like, yeah, and I'd be fucking half in the shower, half ironing my clothes, you know what I mean? I'd be on the phone, and now I'm sat down and present and ready for it. So the organization has been huge for me, man. Our workouts are organized, our nutrition is organized. Why not organize the rest of our lives?
Like? Man. Yeah, and like, you made big use of those time management tools and those weekly planners, and you see the differences made now in your life, you know.
You get loads of times back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not everyone, but a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time to train, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. I guarantee you they do. Look at the time they're probably spending on social media. Look at the time they're fucking reading someone else's post about someone else, looking at someone else's life through a fucking screen. You know, like if you can pull back time in other areas of your life, then you'll have time to do the things that you really want to do, you know. So
yeah, it's a fact. I'm only 26. I've no kids or anything. I have fucking fathead there, but like I used to be saying to my mates, oh Jesus, but how'd you do it with kids? You must have no time, like, you know, and like I was like thinking I'd no time then, you know what I mean? But like now everything's organized. I know where I need to be, I know what I need to do. Like it frees up a lot of stuff, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I come in, instead of coming in the door, sitting down on the couch for a half an hour there or something, like just come in the door, just change your clothes, go to the gym, come back, shower. I know like, some people mightn't like the routine or mightn't like the organization, do you know what I mean? And look, if you don't, that's up to you. But for me, it takes so much stress out, like, you know. I don't feel like I'm caught in the hop for it, and feels good.
Yeah, for sure, man. Solid stuff. So that takes me on. I think there might be one more for that if you don't have any. That's cool if you do.
For lifestyle. For lifestyle, is it?
Yeah.
A hack for your lifestyle. Go for more. I'm trying your best to improve your lifestyle outside of the gym, your life outside of it, your life outside of training. Whether it be your work life, your career. Try and go for a holiday, try and save a bit of extra money, something, you know what I mean? Because when you feel this good from training and everything, like that extra energy can be put into other stuff, like, you know what I mean? Try and go for more. Like, it's unreal what we can do, you know what I mean? I'm not the most confident person, and I don't like talking about what I'm doing, but like at the moment I'm doing stuff there that I would have never thought, like, do you know what I mean? I'm in college, man. Or like, so I'm doing a course, but I can really fucking read and write, like, do you know what I mean? And I'm in there and I can read and write, like, do you know what I mean? But like, I'm in college and stuff. Like, I've more money in the fucking bank than I ever did. You know what I mean? Not saying I've loads, but like life is good. I'm really trying my best to like improve myself in other areas. Like, and yeah, man, just try and go for more. Like look, there was a period of my life there where I was homeless, like, you know what I mean? So like looking at where I am now, trying to get all these other things, man, it's fucking great. That's, you know what I mean?
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Onwards and upwards, as they say. It's only going to keep getting better from there, you know. So that takes me on to training, TJ. So if you give the guys 3 key principles that you have with regards to training, and these are the last of the key principles, and we'll finish up then after that with a little conclusion. He's trying to get involved. He's a few principles.
He's trying to get involved there, but he's very needy, like his fat fucking one around. So what you say there? Key principle what?
Just for training and
for training. Key principles for training. Little hack. Hello, go on, into bed. Little hack for training. Don't drink Monster during your workout. Don't drink your pre-workout too late in the evening and have a fucking panic attack at home. Don't do that dry scooping stupid stuff. It doesn't break down in your body. It needs water to break down. Anyone who does that's a fucking idiot. Don't listen to half the PTs in the gyms. They don't know what they're at. But a little hack. Try and get the extra rep, definitely. So I would have made up excuses there to start, man, saying, "Oh, I have no one to spot me," or "I'm training on my own. That's enough now." And like, you know, just getting a little bit of a burn there and going, "Oh, geez, that's great." You know what I mean? And I don't think I actually would have started doing it, man. If I had you sending me voice notes going, "Let's keep pushing now. Let's see what we can do here. We can do this." Like, and it wasn't a you, it was a we. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it helped me feel like I wasn't alone through the whole thing, and started pushing, you know, trying to get those extra reps, extra sets, just trying to see what I could do. And as the weeks went on, I was like, yeah, fuck me, like, you know, we're doing this here, like, so trying to push more, you know, trying to get that extra rep, man. And like, there was time, I remember there going for, I think I got 150 in a deadlift, and you were like, geez, there's 160 there, and I was like, no way, but like, not a hope. I nearly fucking popped a blood vessel in my forehead trying to get that. Not a chance. And they were like, there is. And I was like, right. So, and I think we had the open office with Keane like that week as well. And I was like, fucking hell, like, right, I'm gonna go for it. I remember like, because you were saying like we all get nervous, and I was like, I used to be, man, before a big lift, I'd be thinking, you're gonna fuck this up now. There's a fine bird down the corner. She's gonna start laughing at you. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I used to be thinking. Like, and man, I went in and I got it. Like, I got 160 the next week, and like just from pushing for it. Like, you know what I mean? So the mind definitely breaks before the body does.
For sure. I always say conquer the inner bitch. You know, and
Yeah.
it's in that voice in your head telling you to stop, give up, and you always have another rep in you. When that starts kicking in, you'll get at least another one, if not two, you know. So that's a great share, a great key principle to share. So one more for training, and then we'll finish up with some short questions for the conclusion.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is any good for anyone, but like I like a swim. I just like a swim after sometimes a heavy week of sessions and stuff. Like, I don't be doing the baiting out lengths or the fucking pool or anything, but like just a nice bit of a swim. Go in, I have a sauna and stuff in the steam room and things, and it helps, man. It helps for recovery, it helps for my muscle stiffness and stuff. And then stretching is very, very important. I would have always done a bit of this before we were doing Muay Thai sessions and things like that. And I just would have kind of drag myself through it, man. And like, I used to smoke fags and stuff as well, and like I'd be broke up after the warm up. Do you know what I mean? But the stretching, man, like it's a fact. But the stretching at the moment there is really, really good. Just like warming up with some light weights to start, and like after 10 minutes stretching thereafter, as you were saying, like we have a fascia around our muscle. It's like an eggshell. Trying to stuff a fucking pillow that's too big into it, it's not going to work. So stretching it out, helping ourselves grow. And like I'm welding from 8 in the morning till 5 in the evening, 5 days a week, and then I'm also welding for an extra 3 hours a night, another two nights a week. So like there's times I'm hunched up like that trying to get something, and like when you're sore, man, and like it can be hard, you know. So just like a bit of swimming for me and a bit of a sauna, man, helps loosen out the muscles, and a bit of stretching, man, throughout the week. Like it's a bit of longevity to our training, like, you know.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant, solid stuff. Love those principles. I'm sure everyone here and anyone that's watching back in the replay will definitely take away some valuable information from those. So thank you for that. So just getting into the conclusion there, TJ. So what would life look like for you if you stopped after the 90 days, would you say? The initial 3 months.
If I didn't stay on?
Yeah.
I probably would have put on a load of unnecessary weight. I definitely wouldn't have stayed on lean. I wouldn't have stayed as lean. Probably would have been a bit lost, but I suppose, to be honest about it, like, you know, because like, look, yeah, I even after the 90 days, I definitely knew so much more than when I did going into it. But I think the 90 days, man, opened my eyes up to how much there is to know to this. Like there is levels to this thing, like, you know what I mean? I think, yeah, look, I would have been in good shape. I would have gotten a lot from the program. I did, like, you know, but I think it was about 2 months in, I was saying to you, look, I'm going to stay on another little bit longer. When I started the gaining phase, I think it was around the 9-week mark, it was a different ball game, you know what I mean? All new workouts again, like trying to hit the macros and stuff, trying to manage all that stuff now again. And like, look, luckily I was able to use what I learned over the past few weeks, but like still, even like right now, like I took a week off there. I was down in Youghal for, what a beautiful place, lads. I was down in Youghal for a few days, and like we had a family funeral up here, and like, so like I've been off the past week, and now like I was saying to you, oh geez, I've put on a bit of body fat there now, and fucking Jesus, but I'm in a bad way, like, but I'm not, like, you know what I mean? It's just it's a bit of panic, you know what I mean? And I suppose if I didn't have the program there, man, I'd probably go off the rails. Like I probably would have reduced my calories to 1,500 last week out of a panic, like, you know. So yeah, look, life probably would have been good, but it wouldn't have been as good as it could have been. Do you know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. Solid stuff, man. So what advice would you give to someone who was in the same position you were in before you started?
Oh, jeez, just do it, lads. Just take the leap, like, you know. The time isn't really important. You'll make the time. You'll actually get more time. You know, the money isn't important. It's not good to you. Like, just for anyone who's thinking about joining, or anyone who's like on the fence about it and humming and hawing, like, you know, first and foremost, Caleb, yourself, you're a very good PT to have. You're very understanding, very approachable, comfortable talking to you and stuff. So, like, I think there are things that are really, really important, man, you know, because, like, my mate Dermot there, he's training a long time. He got a PT shortly after I joined with you, and he was always like against it, you know what I mean? He's like, fuck that, man, I'll do it myself. And he got this fella 400 quid, I think it was, or something, for 8 weeks, and he's fucked him about for the whole 8 weeks, hasn't really showed up for much, hasn't changed his diet once, and like doesn't really answer his WhatsApp calls. When he does talk to him, he always kind of feels like he's talking down to him and stuff like that. You know, like these things are very, very important, I think, like, you know. So like having a PT that you're able to actually talk to and have a laugh with and feel comfortable around, it's very, very important, like, because you're pushing yourself day in, day out, and like you've all your fears, like, you know, your worries and stuff that you're bouncing back off this person, and like, you know, they're saying like, look, man, you're all right, like, I'm here for you, I got you, like, you know what I mean, instead of saying like, shut up, keep going, do you know what I mean? Like, they have to kind of understand each other, like. So yeah, to anyone on the fence about joining and stuff, you know, Caleb runs a great program. I really, really enjoyed it. There's a great sense of community about it, like, you know, everyone's in the group, everyone's kind of helping each other, commenting on each other's photos, saying well done, keep going, you know, like, here's some recipes to help, here's an ebook, read this will help you for calorie counting. Like, you know, you wouldn't get as much help in the mental health centre, lads, you know what I mean? It's good stuff, it's good stuff. So yeah, join up now.
I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you for that. And you know, some great feedback there, man. So tell me, what does the future look like for you now?
For me, I'm qualified in 3 weeks for stainless steel welding. Hoping to get a new job in the next few months. Getting my teeth done in July out in Turkey. Going to look like an absolute fine thing. Mad to get a holiday in as well, bud, and training. And I think when I started with you, you were like, yeah, look, your goals sound pretty basic. Get in good shape, look good, and feel good. You know what I mean? And I was like, I remember looking at you thinking, fuck you, man. Like, that's really hard. And you're like, nah, we'll do that, no bother. We need some big goals. And I was like, wouldn't mind having a few Muay Thai fights, or like getting a title or something like that, you know. So I've kept that in the back of my mind now, pal, and that's something I'll be looking to do next year after Christmas this year. Once a bit of size put on, I'd be sitting around a certain weight that I have in my head that I'd like to compete at, and yeah, I'd be looking to like completely change our program and see what we can do for a fighting kind of aspect, you know what I mean, and what shape we can get in, what kind of cardio we can do, and that kind of stuff, you know what I mean. So wanting more, and just looking at different options, different avenues we can go down with this now, like, you know.
100%, man. Yeah, I look forward to doing that with you as well. Some big goals, and I'm glad you kept that one in the back of your mind as well. Solid stuff. So look, is there anything that you want to close by saying?
I've been waiting to go to the toilet since I started.
No, if there's nothing else, man, any bit of motivational words or fucking any. But look, I suppose if there's anything else you want to say before we shut down and let everyone go, we've been chatting for a good fucking hour here nearly. So
yeah, story of my life. But yeah, look, just as I said there, smooth seas don't make skillful sailors. You said that one day, and stuck in my head. You know what I mean? There's going to be ups and downs in the program. There's going to be days you don't want to do it and stuff, but just vocalize it. don't keep it in your head. Don't keep all this stuff to yourself. You know, like you always say, I'm here 24/7. I might get back to you immediately. I'm busy, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Just speak about what's going on with you. Like, keep you notified. Don't ghost him. You know, what he doesn't know about, he can't help you with. What he does know about, he will definitely try his best to help you with. You know, they'd be my kind of words. Like, you know, talk to the man you're paying. You know what I mean? He's there for a reason. He wants to help us. You know, help me loads anyway. Any questions ever had, and like you seem like, look, you're fairly passionate about it, but you know what I mean. I asked him one question about or something about that fascia thing, and the amount of information I got was unbelievable. Like, so it just shows like that you know what you're on about. You really, really want to help us. You don't want us going. You're not just drip feeding us quick things or reading men's health. You know what I mean? It's you're deadly serious. Like, so. Any questions, anything going on for you, vocalize it, reach out, drop it into the community. You know, things like that. Like, you know.
For sure, man. For sure, that's it. And that's what that community is there for too. You know, like as you said, you'll be able to help other people now at this stage. You know, people who are at the start of their journey, and you've been through a lot now, and you know everyone is there to help each other, and that's why that community is there. Not only for me to put these open offices in and these trainings, but also for us to help everyone else. Like, we're all trying to do the same thing here. You know, we're all trying to do better, be better, and become the best version that we can be, and that's why that group is there. You know, for that very reason. So. Look, with that said, we'll cut it there. We'll finish up. I know you're bursting for a piss, so but I appreciate that, TJ, man. That was absolutely excellent, phenomenal.